Want to be featured on the Rock Metal Podcast just like all the other great bands you've heard up to this point? Go ahead and hit me up, the Rock Metal Podcast at gmail.com. Let me know. Let's work out the deets. The Rock Metal Podcast, episode 48 with Ryku. Alright, let's go ahead and get started, my good man. So, Rock Metal Nation, I've got on the line today Ryku, an instrumental alternative rock band from Connecticut, USA, and I'm super stoked to have them on. Today I'm joined by members of Ryku. Alonzo, welcome to the show.
Hey man, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, hey Ryku, why don't you go ahead and tell Rock Metal Nation a bit about yourself, maybe what inspired you to get into music?
Yeah, man. I've been into music at a very young age. I remember just wanting to make music as a kid. I would always go up to if I go to someone's house and they had a keyboard or something like that, I would just go up to the keyboard and just play and flip through all the different sounds and just play the keyboard forever. And then I kind of got into guitar. My cousin, he started playing guitar and he wanted me to learn. And so I started learning and I was just I really like this. And I just started playing from there. I think I was about 13 years old. And then I played in some school talent shows and it was really cool. And, people really started to like my music, that I was making. I started writing music at a really young age, just random stuff, and I would play them in front of people, and they would be like, "Hey, that's pretty good," and it just motivated me to just get better at guitar and stuff like that.
What is the story behind how Ryku got started?
Honestly, I just, like I said, I was just writing music by myself and just getting better as a musician by myself. And just one day that name just came to me, Ryku. I don't know why. I was just it just stuck with me, and I just decided to just call myself that. I don't really know. It sounds I don't even know if it's a real word or if it means anything. But I just when I released my stuff recently, I was just I'll call myself Ryku.
Well, there you go, sir. There you go. Now, you kind of mentioned playing the piano earlier in the beginning stages of your musical development, switching over to guitar. I know in the pre-roll you mentioned that you play guitar and bass, and that you had somebody fill in for drums. But in the demo tracks you had some drum stuff. So you sound like you're a pretty well accomplished musician. I'm curious, when you write songs, what is that process like? How does a Ryku song unfold for you, Alonzo?
I honestly, sometimes I'll just play, exactly how I feel. I'll just try to come up with chords that I, recently learned or that I've been, learning for a while, and I'll just, lay the chords down, in, GarageBand, because that's honestly, GarageBand is just what I use right now. For demos and stuff. So I'll just I'll just throw down some chords, and then I'll be oh, what lead part would go good with this? And I just literally just do it that way. I don't really know. Sometimes bands would they'll inspire me. Recently, there's this Japanese band that I just found. The name of the band is 1OK Rock, and they have a really energetic feel, and I was just I was super inspired, so I wrote these this heavy stuff, and I haven't written heavy stuff in a while, and they just really inspired me, and the music just started coming out of me because I don't know, I just liked that band so much that I just I kind of was just channeling them through my music.
There you go, channeling all the spirits, the inner demons, all the
Yeah, dude.
The energy of the universe.
Exactly.
I know. Speaking of energy of the universe, let's go listen to the first track, Bright. All right, coming back from Bright, Alonzo, dear sir, tell me, what is the inspiration or maybe even the story or meaning, deeper inner meaning behind Bright?
Okay, so this is a little bit weird, but I was like on the internet and like I came across this girl on the internet and I like
I hear the internet's good for that.
Yeah, I saw this girl and I was like, she's super pretty, dude. Like, I really like this girl. I liked what she was about and everything. And I was like, oh, I wish I could meet her. So, like, I just, I kind of, like, just wrote a song. And, like, I channeled that energy and, like, kind of, like, I don't know, these bluesy leads came out of me, dude. And, like, that's pretty much, I don't know, like, I just, like, was feeling really good, like, at the time of writing the music, and that's what just came out, dude. I don't know what other way to put it.
Hey, it works. Let's go and listen to the next track, Moments.
as the unique you are, as fully as you can.
Come back from Moments. Same question for you, Alonzo. What was the story behind or inspiration behind Moments?
Okay, Moments, like I wrote that song. I wrote some pieces of that song a while back, like probably like two and a half years ago. I wrote like there was like two parts. And I was like, I really like I wanted to finish that song, so as soon as I got like my Mac and my computer and stuff, like I just started to, record that, and the lines, the talking that's in the song, like there's a certain part where some dude starts talking. He's like a kind of like a spiritual teacher in a way, and he kind of like channels. This is by him. Like he's the one that said this, but he like channels his future self. I don't know exactly like too much of what that means, but like what he like talks about is really inspiring, and it really moves me, and honestly that's what matters. Like me listening to somebody that like really motivates me. Like I don't care like who you are, but like as long as like what you're saying is cool, like I'm totally with it.
Perfect. Now, Alonzo, my next big question for you is, what exciting news do you have coming up for Rock Metal Nation to pay attention to?
Well, my EP just dropped on iTunes and Google Play and like Amazon and stuff. I'm looking toward to playing shows live, but I haven't really planned anything yet, since like I'm pretty much like a solo artist kind of. I would have to, hit up the drummer and like ask him like if he could either relearn like my stuff, because he hasn't played it in a while. But yeah, I basically have to learn. I have to like gather some musicians and like actually create a legit band.
All right, cool. So, Rock Metal Nation, we have an EP that just dropped. So, if you dug the two tracks you heard today, Bright and Moments, you definitely want to pick up the EP, which is on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon. I'm pretty sure anywhere that you purchase music, you can definitely find it. So, look up Ryku, R-Y-K-U, on your favorite music store. You can definitely go ahead and pick it up there. And then as well, if you're in the Connecticut area, once Ryku starts performing live, definitely be able to check them out there. So the next question for you, sir, is for Rock Metal Nation, who is listening in right now, who wants to find out more about you. Is there a website that they should go to?
Honestly, the only website that like I kind of would just like send people to is like my SoundCloud. I don't really have like a legit like website yet, but I'm really like I'm gonna work on that soon to get a website up. But my SoundCloud is just Ryku. If you search up Ryku Bright, it'll send you to my, like, you'll see the picture of my my artwork.
Okay, cool. So Rock Metal Nation, if you want, you can go ahead and go to SoundCloud and search for Ryku Bright. Also, as well, if you go to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca, you can go ahead and hear all the information for the show that you just hearing today, and then there's going to be a link where you can definitely click and hear more from Ryku. So, Alonzo, unless there's anything else you want to throw out there, I just wanted to thank you for coming on to the show and for sharing your creativity with Rock Metal Nation.
Absolutely, dude. It's a pleasure.
All right, Rock Metal Nation. Hopefully you just found your new favorite band in Ryku. Thanks again for them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to get all the information on the show you just heard today. And until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation.